It's Campbell Corner time as we highlight the East Grand Forks Public Library. Campbell Corner is every Wednesday at 3:05 on Pioneer Radio. In studio is the one, the only Charlotte Helgeson.
Hello.
Hello, Director of the Campbell Library. And welcoming in hopefully a warmer month. Not. Oh, my goodness.
Are you familiar with February?
Vaguely.
Okay.
I try and forget the month quite a bit.
It's blowing in.
Yes. High temp this weekend, about 5 below. Anyway, we're going to focus on positive things here.
Okay.
As we always do on Campbell Corner. Topic number 1 involves this institution, Northland College, working with Campbell Library. How are we doing that?
It is an exciting project.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
We have Carl Orn on our library board representing Northland. He has been very helpful on connecting us to Northland at different times.
Mm-hmm.
He put us in connection with Bridget Brooks, who teaches marketing out here.
Oh, yes.
She has a class of 12 students this semester, and we connected with her and said we'd really like to see if any of your students would be interested in helping us create a marketing strategy, something.
Plan.
We are really at the beginning of this. And
Right.
she came back just full of ideas, and I had an idea it would be 1 or 2 students that would, each choose a different project. It's the whole class.
Oh, Nellie. Great.
We have lots of great things going on. We'll have a final project, in May. So I think you and I can put out an invitation to that class and to Miss Bridget and see if they won't come in and just tell Campbell Corner all about what we're going to do.
An excellent idea. I see Carl in the hallway here quite often. He walks by the studio here at Pioneer Radio, and I wave and he waves, and I'm not quite sure what he does here, but he's important. He's really important. All right, we'll find out. Anyway, so that's going on between Northland and Campbell. Number 2, bingo for books.
I'm 35! G52!
That's coming up on Tuesday, February 6th. So you're having bingo at Campbell?
This is our very first Take a Break Tuesday.
That's right. We talked about that last week.
So at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, which is February 6th, we will be playing bingo. And we have books that we have collected in the back through various means that will make great prizes. And that's what we want people to do, is just to come out and experience the library, have some fun, and realize you don't have to be tiptoeing and whispering. You can just sometimes be noisy and yell bingo.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Be wild and crazy. So bingo for books is, again, Tuesday, February 6th, beginning at 6 p.m. And what's the cost for cards to play bingo?
Free.
Free? No cost?
No cost.
Oh, what a great time to get out and enjoy fun with friends and family and strangers. Get to meet people and to have some fun playing bingo. Number 3, new book reviews. And you have 1, 2, 3 books.
I do. I have to decide how many to choose before I go pick them out, because I could really just wheel in a whole cart, and that's a little much.
Yeah.
The very first book, I'm starting at the bottom of the pile with the largest book, is called Make Your Kid a Money Genius. In parentheses, even if you're not. So it lightens up a kind of tough subject for some people, but it's by Beth Kobliner. And on the back, I think it sums it up here. Your kids' basic money habits are formed by the age of 7.
That young?
And so we need to help them.
Yeah.
If a child receives birthday money, some parents will say, well, it's your birthday money. You spend it on whatever you want. Others will say, you should put all of it in a hiding spot.
In a vault somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, never look at it. Yeah.
Or there are some in-betweens. And this is a very good book, and I would say very worth your time to pick it up.
A guide for not only parents, but for children, too, in learning about money.
Yeah.
And the difference between want and need. Ooh, that's an important factor. All right. That's book number 1. Book number 2.
Happiness is a choice you make. Subtitle, Lessons from a Year Among the Oldest Old.
The oldest old.
Now, I was a little curious about exactly what that meant. But
yeah.
This gentleman's experience, the author, John Leland, is in healthcare. And so as people get older, you see some just seem to stay happy and some get miserable.
Yeah.
So he wanted to know why and how and what the difference is. And so in the book, there are a number of different elders who are interviewed and have different views on life. But I think it's summed up best here when the author has written, we don't need to earn the good things in life. Good friends, good food, good art, good warmth, and worth. These are the things we already have. We just need to choose them. He also quotes one of his interviewees by saying, if you've always wanted to be a filmmaker, get a camera.
Do it.
I
Just
love it.
Do it. Yeah.
That's right.
So you have to have that positive, I can do it attitude.
Goes a long, long way.
Long way. Book number 3.
So the books we covered talked about money and planning. The second is making choices so that hopefully you have some direction and control of your life.
Right.
The third book is about not having any control over the direction where your life went. But it's a good story. It's called 100 Miles to Nowhere.
You belong to someone else and I do too. It's just as crazy being here with you as a bad motorcycle with the devil in the seat, doing 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street.
Yes, subtitle,
Okay.
An Unlikely Love Story.
Mm.
Now, I can't say love stories are what I usually pick up and read, but this is about a young woman from New York who comes to Minnesota.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota.
And she's doing an artist residency. She's a songwriter at this point.
okay.
And what happens? Oh, my goodness. She falls in love with a Minnesota boy.
Oh, my.
And it's a true story.
Sad story.
She lives here in Minnesota.
Oh,
No,
really?
I think it's just it's delightful. On the back, she talks about she fell in love with the local outdoorsman insurance guy.
Yeah, Oli.
Yes, and so now the barista knows her weekend plans before she does. The postmaster sets up gigs for her behind her back. Chris, this is her honey, expects her to eat roadkill for dinner, and then
It's Andy.
the Lutherans that surrounded her there in little Minnesota City found out she was Jewish. But she's here, and she's written a book about it, and she has the people she loves around her, and she had no idea that she
No
would end up
clue.
a Minnesotan.
A nice story. The anti-Fargo, right?
Yes, and a true story.
And a true story.
Right.
Really? How about that?
Yes.
It's amazing what you can find out at the Campbell Library. It really is. For some reason today, I am not locked in completely. Why, I don't know. Well, wonderful. Again, 3 books that we review here on the air, and I think that's great because there's a tremendous asset, a resource in East Grand Forks that is widely used. Would you concur on that one?
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
But there's always room for more. Would you also agree on that?
Totally.
All right. Campbell Corner, Wednesdays at 3:05 to find out more about this wonderful building and institution and resource for the area. Stop on by right off Demers Avenue, downtown East Grand Forks, near Sherlock Park and the main fire station. And their phone number in East Grand Forks is?
218-773-9121.
And the website is egflibrary.USA.
O-R-G.
O-R-G. egflibrary.org. Charlotte, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Campbell Corner on Pioneer 90.1.